This is Reverend Bill Banuchi with the New York State Faith and Freedom Coalition with this week's Family News Watch. And today is Monday, April 17th, 2023. And we want to make sure that you are kept informed of the things that God is doing in the Hudson Valley and in New York State. So we publish this telecast every Monday night at 9 o'clock. So be sure to tune in every Monday night to be kept informed about what's going on. Okay. First of all, a couple of news items. First of all, the abortion drug, or rather, shall we say, the child sacrifice drug, mifepristone, is now before the Supreme Court for a final decision. Now, Justice Alito has placed an administrative stay on the decision from the Fifth Circuit Court to allow for emergency appeal consideration. Now, doctors with the Alliance for the Hippocratic Medicine argue that the chemical abortion regimen puts women in grave danger and has led to severe side effects and even death, and should never have been approved in the first place by the FDA. News item: Jerusalem. As Jonathan Spire, one of Israel's most trustworthy analysts, wrote for the Wall Street Journal, he said, a sequence of dramatic events over the past 3 days has brought Israel to the brink of war with Iran-backed militias in southern Lebanon and the Gaza Strip. This is the product of a continuing effort by the Tehran and its various franchises to unite the arenas of engagement with the Jewish state against the background of Muslim holy month of Ramadan. It isn't clear yet if Israel has developed a coherent strategy to counter this Iranian effort, so we need to keep them in our prayers. Okay, now let's go to coming events because we have several to keep you updated on today. First of all, Orange County intercessors. There's a gathering for their monthly prayer breakfast meeting at the Goshen Plaza Diner this Thursday at 7 o'clock a.m. Join with others from different Christian persuasions of the faith as we join with one voice to pray for our county, for its leaders, and so much more. That's Thursday, April 20th, 7 o'clock a.m. at the Goshen Plaza Diner. Also on April 20th at 7 o'clock p.m., the New York Citizens Audit will be meeting at Faith Assembly of God, 25 Golf Club Lane in Poughkeepsie, New York. Marley Hornick, the director, will be bringing us up to date on the efforts to ensure the integrity of the elections here in New York State. According to their reports, they have found over 1 million felony violations in New York State election laws. 95 legislative races were impacted by more than 740,000 ineligible votes. A full end-to-end audit by professionals and possibly law enforcement is certainly warranted. So be there April 20th. That's this Thursday, 7 o'clock p.m. For more information, you can call 845-202-0359 or simply go to their website at www.auditny.com. Then, on April 22nd, this coming Saturday, the New York Faith and Freedom Coalition is having our twice-a-month WISP meeting. That stands for Worship, Information, Strategy, and Prayer. It will be this coming Saturday on the 22nd. This week, we'll be looking at, among other things, the Articles of Confederation with Dr. Larry Schweikart. We invite you to join us at our offices at 436 Robinson Avenue in Newburgh, right off exit 39 of Interstate 84, right off the bridge. That's this Saturday from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock p.m. Worship, information, strategy, and prayer. Might I add, also with fellowship with other like-minded believers who understand our duty to fight for the preservation of freedom for the generations to follow. You know, it was President Reagan who told us that freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it on to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for and protected and passed on to them to do the same. Or we will spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it was like in America when men were free. Now, I don't know about you, but I never want to be caught in that position. Okay. Then we have coming up the Hudson Valley Freedom Coalition. Their next event is going to be taking a deeper dive into the deep state. Diane Holland and Keith Rousseau will be collaborating on removing the veil. That will be on April 23rd, 2 to 5 o'clock p.m. at the Nanuet Library, located at 149 Church Street, Nanuet, New York. For more information, you can go to their website, www.thvfc, that stands for the Hudson Valley Freedom Coalition.org. So that's Thursday. Now, Monday, April 24th, 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock p.m. For Adrienne Veter, who's running for school board. Adrienne is a mother of two children in the district. She's courageously stepping into the arena on a platform of transparency in education and fostering a partnership with parents on issues that impact the physical and mental health of their children. That will be at the Dubco Acres Tasting Room, 65 Four Corners Road in Warwick. That'll be Monday, April 24th at 6 o'clock p.m. So if you're in the Warwick School District, or if you just want to support right-minded people running for local office, you want to be there. Then, on April 27th, the Beacon of Light annual fundraising banquet will be held at the barn at Villa Venetia in Middletown. For information and to get your reservations for there, you want to go to Beacon of Light, PSC.org. That's Beacon of Light, PSC.org, April 27th. Then, the Dutchess County Executive, William O'Neill, invites you to attend the 10th Annual Leadership Prayer Breakfast. That'll be on Tuesday, May 2nd at 7 o'clock a.m. It'll be at the Grandview Hotel at 176 Rinaldi Boulevard in Poughkeepsie. The guest speaker will be Marcus Molinaro. Free admittance is free. There's no charge for that, but reservations must be obtained. To reserve your seat, go to praydcleadership.org. You have to respond by April 25th. Go to praydcleadership.org. Moving right along, on May 4th, the first Thursday of May is always the National Day of Prayer. We will gather at the Village Center in Goshen at 12 o'clock noon to pray for our county, for our leaders, and our nation. It will be an outdoor event at the Goshen Village Square at the corner of West Main Street and South Church Street. So come and join with other brothers and sisters from around the nation as we agree in prayer for the redemption of our county, our state, and our nation. Then, on Sunday, May 7th, there will be a special cloth meeting. In case you don't know what cloth stands for, it's Christian Leaders of the Hudson. It'll be on Sunday, May 7th at the Circleville Church at 890 Goshen Turnpike in Circleville at 4 p.m., featuring a ground-preparing message from Pastor Eric Scott of Celebrate Family Church and music from the ministry of One Came Down. And we're going to talk about the encounter that's at the farm for our 6 to 12K group that's scheduled for August 5th. But right now they're inviting all regional churches to send teams of 4 for a special day of fun, food, and a day with God. All this are warming up and preparing the soil for the main event at the very same location for a John 17:21 revival coming in September. Save the date. That will be September 23rd. More news will be following. By the way, the John 17:21 Revival Committee is in need of volunteers to help see this thing happen. So we need people to get on board. We need help, someone to be a treasurer, and other people to help however they might. So if you want to be part of that revival happening here in the Hudson Valley, just contact chip.murray253@gmail.com if you're able to assist. Then on May 11th, 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock p.m., the John J. Patriots will be hosting their semi-annual worship night. That will be at John J. Auditorium, 2012 Route 52 in Hopewell Junction. There will be live worship. It will be a fundraiser for Unshattered, a nonprofit organization that works to end the addiction relapse cycle. That will be Thursday, May 11th, 7 o'clock p.m. at the John J. Auditorium. Then on May 20th, there will be a Unity Prayer Breakfast from 10 o'clock a.m. to 2 o'clock p.m. I guess it's going to be a brunch kind of thing at the John F. Prince VFW Post 6478. The address there is 242-37 Braddock Avenue in Belrose, Queens. For more information or to register, you can simply go to eventbrite.com, and search Unity Prayer Breakfast. Again, go to eventbrite.com and search for Unity Prayer Breakfast. This is happening on May 20th in Belrose, Queens. Then we have Legislative Day coming up on May 23rd. This is the first time since the pandemic happened. It was suspended for a couple of years, but it's happening again May 23rd. This is the one once a year where Christians come to Albany to let our legislators know that they are still Christians here in New York State and that we have a desire to see biblical values restored to this state. They need to hear from us. So if you want to know more about that, be May 23rd up in Albany. Go to albanyupdate.com where all the information will be there. Then we have our national conference for the Faith and Freedom Coalition, our annual Road to Majority conference. This will be coming up on June 22nd through 24th at the Washington Hilton in D.C. This is the premier event for Christians and conservatives to come together to hear from major candidates who've been invited, including President Trump, who's always energized our conference in past years. So we expect nothing less this year, especially with all the shenanigans the Democrats are putting up with. Anyway, if you'd like to join the New York delegation to come to D.C., just send me an email, bill at nyfaithandfreedom.com, and we'll see if we can all go down together as the New York delegation when we show up in Washington, D.C., and let them know that New York is still alive and well, and there are still Christians in New York. We can travel together if possible. All right, couple of action items. First of all, I want to take a little commercial break. I just want to remind you that we just got a brand new shipment of our book, A Threefold Cord, written by Penny Banuchi. This is a devotional for couples. There are over 100 devotionals here for couples. It's designed to almost help you enrich your own marriage, almost to have counseling sessions among yourselves between you and your wife. So this is available. Again, to get that, just go to our website, marriageandfamily.org, and look for the marriage store, and you can pick that up. It's $15, and it'll be well worth it. It's ministered to a lot of couples literally around the world. So I encourage you to check it out if you can. Also, in the commercial sense, I want to encourage you to go to Ava Aston's, she has her new release, Can You Hear Me? An excellent number, a song that I'm sure will minister to every soul that's been crying out to hear God for an answer. For that, simply go to avaaston.hearnow.com so you can download her latest release, Can You Hear Me? So some prayer points. Number one, for candidates running for local offices in your community, find out who they are and start praying for them. Because we have a lot of new candidates, people who've never been involved in politics are finally stepping up to the plate and are running for local office. And that's exactly what we need to do. So find out who they are and pray for them. It may be you. You may be stepping up. And in that case, let us know because we want to be praying for you also. Pray for our young people who have been demonized and confused about who they are, and as such, they're living nihilistic lives of hopelessness, despair, and ultimate destruction. Pray for the trans community who are unfortunately becoming violent toward others and a danger to themselves. Pray that they come to know deliverance and the God who created them in his image, fearfully and wonderfully made, to fulfill a great purpose. We must intercede for those who are living in a world of lies. Pray this for the Supreme Court as they come to a decision on the use of mifepristone, the poison that kills babies in the womb. Pray for justice to be restored to our legal and judicial system that has been so corrupted by godless men and women who see themselves as the ultimate authority. Pray for justice to prevail in the Donald Trump case and all the politically motivated legal proceedings that are going on today. Pray for pastors, for their health and safety, and for the boldness to preach the full gospel, including the stewardship of freedom in our nation. So that's it for this week's Family News Watch. This is Reverend Bill Banuchi wishing God's comfort for the afflicted and his affliction for the comfortable as we pray like it all depends on God and work like it all depends on us until we see America bless God. Till next week, take care and God bless.